Are you taking this out, right?
Yeah. Hello, YouTube world. I'm back with another video, or we're back with another video. So I guess we'll just get started. Okay, so I kind of want to ease into the question, but I guess my first question is, what are your thoughts on millennials in the workplace?
I don't know that I really have a thought. I know people say when something is wrong or if something is not done the traditional way, that's because they're millennials. I don't necessarily I can't say that I've experienced any millennials doing something I'm like, oh, that's because they're that generation.
Okay, so like in terms of work ethic?
Can work, yeah, no, I haven't. I can't.
So you're not sure if you believe what the internet's saying?
Well, they're saying what?
That we're lazy, yeah.
And
want things easy and all this stuff.
Not in the workplace, no.
Not in the workplace.
I don't have any reference to that. Maybe outside of the workplace, maybe.
Okay.
But not on a day-to-day basis at work, no.
Okay. Because I was having a conversation with my coach, Sashar, and I feel like, or maybe we feel like, maybe because we're millennials, this is why, but times are changing. So like in the past, you could get out of college and maybe find a job right away with a degree. And people are always saying like you need to have like a master's now to really do anything. And I feel like times are changing, so like because of technology and social media and all that stuff, like we have to do things a little bit differently because it's not as easy, quote unquote, or the same as it used to be in the past.
I don't know, in the past it was more where you could go literally walk into some place and leave your resume or go and talk to someone and possibly get a job. And to get a better quality job or a higher level job, you would need to have your master's or your bachelor's. Where I guess now you're in now on the ground level.
Is master's or bad? Because from my experience as someone who just graduated from college, like it's been difficult, obviously finding something, and a lot of stuff that's out there is mostly sales. And I have a lot of friends who are in the same boat.
Well, I think we've had this conversation. I think it's difficult because you have a lot of people who are my age or younger who were laid off, who were having high-paid jobs, who were laid off when the economy wasn't doing well, and now they are out there vying. That's your competition. You're vying against someone who has more experience, who has a degree, and it's kind of flipped because you have someone who is older who is looking for a job, and then you have the companies who wants the young, innovative mind and the person that's going to think out of the box and all that other stuff. But you have more competition now with the 30s, 40s, and 50s, and people are working longer. There are people who are in their 70s who are still working. So,
and why is that? Because Social Security?
I think for a lot of reasons, in my experience with people who I know who are up there who are still working, some people don't have family, this is their life. Some people I've seen work until they're in their 70s and then literally go home and die.
Because they have nothing else.
They have nothing else. They have nothing to live for, if you will, or they're not healthy. And there's a time and season for everything under the sun. And at some point, you need to go home and try to enjoy your money. Go be a greeter at Walmart. That's what I'll be doing. So you have that competition. So because you have that and you have that, entry-level jobs are there. People are just trying to work and get back on their feet. I'm trying to find a part-time job. I can't find a part-time job.
Even with your experience?
Even with my experience, with my education, with my degrees, with everything. And it's just difficult. So I think a lot of it is more because there are more people still working. So the spaces are not available.
Okay.
Well, one thing I will say about millennials, because again, we've had this conversation. When I was coming up, it was get a good government job, and
Government job.
Government, government, yes, get a good government job, get a pension, work for the post office, work for the government, work for something that was consistent, so you didn't have to worry about retiring. The millennials want to do what they want to do. So I got out of school, it was like get any job that was out there, get experience, because the line back then, which I'm sure is a line still now, is like you need experience to get a job. And we were like, well, give us the experience so we can get the job. So we would not take anything, but we took something even entry level, receptionist or whatever it was. And whereas millennials, I feel, want to do what they want to do. So a job will come up and it's like, yeah, no, I don't really want to do that. So maybe on that end, the not having responsibility or being responsible gives them the flexibility to say, no, not this one. Whereas when I was coming up, it was like, get a job, work the job, and see what comes out of that.
Because it's interesting, I think this whole theory of, I want my child to have better kind of thing.
Yeah,
and then it's so I want my child to have better, so then you give them better, and then better for me, the next step is like a mansion. And then when I have children, it's like, oh, I want my child to have better, and then it keeps going up and up and up, and it's like, well, how does that work,
Yeah, I don't...
You know what I'm saying?
I get it, but I don't know that that's ever been really my thought.
Really?
That I wanted you to have better. Because I didn't have it terrible. So, I don't know. That's interesting.
So, we've had discussions about our president and, what?
45, yes. The world's president, yes.
The person who's in the White House
right
now.
That's better.
And you believe on some level he knows what he's doing. Why is that?
I never said that he knew what he was doing. I really feel that, all things work together. He did not want the position. He was just as surprised as everybody else when he woke up or when he watched and saw that he was winning. I believe that because he is the type of person that he is and the type of leader that he is, that he's bringing to light a lot of things that were not so much in the dark, because a lot of people did know that these kind of things were happening, that there was prejudice, that there was racism, that there was inherent evil, but that because he is putting it in your face, people can't ignore it anymore. Before it was very covert or very, we let you into our country clubs and we let you work with us and we might even let you date our children. But it was always still that underlying thing there. And now since it's so in your face, so he's so in your face about it, he's so, you can't deny anything that's being done that is going to bring to light and is going to make a change. There's no possible way that it can continue the way it has been going. So, yes, he is not... I don't say he knows what he's doing, because he obviously does not know what he's doing. But because he's being true to himself and who he is, it's opening doors and creating situations that may have always... or may have stayed covered up, may not have come to light in the way that it's come to light. And I feel that after these 4 years, that the change is going to be the type of change that should have been coming a long time ago. Because remember, he wasn't always Republican, and he always talked about the Republicans. And if he's not doing something to the Republican Party merely by being who he is, there's going to be a change. There's going to be something that happens because he's there. So it might be...
So in other words, what she's saying is he ran as a Republican to pretty much destroy the Republican Party. That's her conspiracy theory.
That is a thought.
In regards to Trump and what he's doing. Because
Yes, definitely that. Because, again, he talked about the Republicans before. He was a Democrat, and then he changed to run. He did not think he was going to win. I'm telling you, I would bet everything that I know and owe to say that he was not, he was just as shocked as everyone else. And because of his personality type, it wouldn't cause him to step down. He won, so I won, I'm going to win. And because, again, he has people who are there to direct him. He has people to guide him. And he's not ignoring everyone. He's not listening to anyone. I'm sure his speechwriters cringe every time he gets in front of a mic because he always goes off script. So because he's like, I'm going to do it my way, whatever that way is, he's opening all the doors and the windows and the shutters, and people are now going to have to address things that they might not have wanted to address before.
I definitely agree that is what's happening, like the things being addressed. But it's interesting because to think, the way I see it is like, there's either the Trump that wants to destroy the Republican Party, or there's a Trump that's the egomaniac. Because I can't see them being the two, because I feel like, I mean, I understand it, but like the whole, I didn't want to win thing, and then you win, it's like, wouldn't you just be like, you would make up some kind of story, you would just, I don't know, make up some kind of story, say, this job, I'm better than this job, try to get out of it if you really don't want to do that.
No, because then he would be seen as a loser.
I don't think so, though.
Yeah, he would.
But he won. It's like if you win and you step down, like you still won. You didn't lose. I don't know. I think to combine those two people that you're talking, or like for me, two people that you're talking about, it's like crazy to me. I just think that sometimes I'm like, I don't know. I just think that I don't know. I really have no idea.
I mean, the fact that he's in the office says more about America than it does about him actually being in the office. It says a lot about the people who put him there. It says a lot about the things that are going on in the world that caused him to get there. It says a lot about that. But the fact
definitely what you said about change, like people, I understand the people who voted for Trump didn't want, the same old, and I think that's one of the biggest things. And even the people who didn't vote for Trump or Hillary because, people voted for, Regina George.
And the gorilla, Harambe.
And Harambe. So those people who didn't vote, they wanted something different.
Yeah, I don't see that. That to me, what did they want different? People I heard someone said they voted for him because it was entertaining. They wanted entertainment,
okay,
and they're definitely getting entertainment.
Yes,
but
that's
at
true.
what cost?
That's true.
And it's I don't know. It just, again, it says something about the people that put in them the privilege to vote, to have the right and the privilege to vote is not something that you should make light of.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that people who don't vote because, my vote doesn't count. Oh, but it does. It absolutely does. And I think if anything, come election, there'll be a different type of turnout.
Well, I think it just depends on who's running again, too. That's the other problem. Because if Kanye West is running... If Kanye West is running, if Trump is running,
what, as Republican?
Oprah is running. I don't know. He's just running. He's probably gonna run under some other other party.
No, I again, if this is not a wake up call or taking the veil away from your eyes for many people who are of a thinking people who are not just going along to get along, people who are.
I was gonna say, because I feel like a lot of people don't even think about politics and how it affects us at all. Like, they don't realize, maybe not realize, but they just don't think about it. It's not something that they
don't take it seriously.
Yeah.
And it's something for someone else to do.
Yes.
But I think that, like I said, it's his being there's a movement in the atmosphere. There's something that's happening. And providing we're here in 3 years, there will be a change. There will be a change. And even to that.
But to think about it, we already survived 1 year.
Yes. And even to that.
I can't believe it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And
time
like
flies.
I said,
if you think time flies.
Buckle in. Buckle down. And if nothing else, he's done wonderful things for the stock market. But
which is scary too.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Because what goes up
always
must come down.
Yeah, so you make sure you have to watch it. But I don't even understand.
Understand
how that
honestly,
works.
we don't know much about stocks.
Definitely reaping the benefits of it. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's very interesting. The whole thing is just very interesting. How it came to be, what's happening now. It's just very interesting, and it'll be a different time in 3 years. Definitely.
Also, you said. So you said the people that voted, it says a lot about them, right? We also had a discussion about this before about like people becoming famous or popular on the internet based off of things that they do. So like, I don't know if you even know these people. The girl, Catch Me Outside girl.
Yeah,
how she has like more than 1 million followers.
Yeah, but like we had this conversation, it's about the people who are following her. I mean, I don't know if she's educated. I know the videos shows her as an uneducated person. Mm-hmm. And you have people who are laughing at her, who are making her famous,
right,
who are giving her money, but not because they are respectful of her, not because they think she's doing something.
A lot of people do.
They respect her. Why? What has she done?
She's making money.
Okay,
she's being herself. I think a lot of people respect when people are just themselves a lot. And I don't know, a lot of times though, like even Nicki Minaj, you know, it's a character that's put on for her to be able to break through. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
but they do. But they take it, and it's like, and then it becomes the people who are really themselves and people who are, you know, doing good things and blah blah blah. You know, people who are doing good, people who are promoting positivity, people who are trying to help others, then those are the people that are creating good content. Those are people who aren't popular, but the people who,
I don't know about that so much. I mean I think I agree. The level of popularity that they have is not as popular as the Cash Me whatever girl, but I think that again speaks to the people who are putting her there. That you would take someone who is under your definition being very themselves and real and promoting realism, if you will, and then you have someone who is equally real and talented and educated and put together, mm-hmm, and doing something positive, but you don't give them as much time of day or credit or attention.
Is it because they're just like flashier? Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think it is?
You got me there, because I really don't know, because we had this conversation, and my question to you was, how much is your integrity worth? How much is who you are as a person, and the definition of who you are as a person? How important is that to you, and what kind of price tag when you put on that? I mean, and again, I get if you get in. Now this Cash Me Out person, she got in, mm-hmm, and then she made better of herself. But
I mean, people could say that she's doing that. It kind of.
I don't know, because I don't know the videos. I'm just itchy. I don't know. I don't know the videos, and I don't watch it. I do not give my energy and my time to that. That I don't do. And it just thought of like Fantasia. Fantasia came out, she sang. It came out that she couldn't read, that she was illiterate. Then she went to school. She bettered herself. She did what, you know, she bettered herself in the process, mm-hmm, of being successful, of being positive things, of being a positive figure. And again, it's just like, what price tag do you put on yourself? What are you willing to sell yourself for to get the money? Because the first thing you said, well, they're making money. Yeah, but money for me, money is not everything. It's necessary, but it's not everything. And what are you willing to sacrifice of yourself to get it?
It's true. Especially, I mean, I think for us to do these videos more, I think you're gonna, well, I guess I'll give you more stuff to like look at prior, mm-hmm, because, mm-hmm, I told you about the whole Logan Paul situation.
That's the guy
who recorded the dead bodies.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's another person that could be used as an example, kind of. He definitely promotes positivity and being, he says his slogan is like being a maverick, so being like different and being, you know, the change. But obviously his recent actions were not really well thought.
What he there was a dead body in a forest or something, and he just took a picture of it.
No, he recorded it. He went close up to it, recorded it, put it on YouTube.
For what reason?
For views,
for likes. Yeah,
and because a lot the internet's like going crazy about it because, you know, he has a really young following, and okay, sorry, we were rudely interrupted by my camera as usual because, you know, things just don't work. So what I was saying was that so he has a large following of young people, and I believe that younger people, and I want to say around like what, 12 and younger, or even like 16 and younger now, who knows, growing up on social media and growing up on growing up on social media, it's like the whole craze of like crazy things happening, memes, all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that is what is drawing them into those kinds of people and not like good quality content. Well, even though some of them may watch, you know, good stuff too.
I don't know. I mean, 2 points of that, because their parents should be still monitoring younger people.
Right, that's
when
true.
When you were young and online.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
like, you know, the Nickelodeon like commercials and stuff. They're like, oh, make sure your parents. My battery's dying. Whatever. Make sure your parents know that, you know, you're watching this. Get permission before you go online. Mm-hmm. Like, I used to ask you all the before time. I went on the internet. I feel like nowadays kids have iPhones, kids have cameras, kids have laptops. They can just do whatever they want.
Yeah, but I mean, again, it's the, you know, how you're brought up and your rearing and all the other stuff. So, I mean, you have that, and then you have people, again, he's 22. He obviously missed the mark here and was thinking more about the likes and or maybe his morbidity. That was something he enjoyed, and he thought maybe somebody else would enjoy it, but somewhere something should have clicked and said, maybe not, I shouldn't post
right,
this.
And it didn't.
Yeah. He was broken.
Yeah. I mean, and one of the YouTubers I follow that does makeup, she actually asked, like, what's your opinion? And I wanted to comment, but I didn't even know how to, like, really put it into words, because there's multiple sides to people.
Absolutely.
There's not just one person that's good and one person that's bad. So, like, he did something wrong, definitely, 100%. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that means he's a bad person.
No, I don't think so.
Right.
No, I mean, if all his content is that way, then something's a little off.
Right.
But like I said, he's 22, he's dumb. He made a mistake, you know, so now he just has to, when you make a mistake, you have to
lie low, 7 or wait 5 years, then come back.
No, but one of the things I learned in one of my professional classes, that the first impression is everlasting, and if you don't make a good first impression, you have to 7 or 8 times before people say, okay, yeah, this is good. So
now
he has to have some kind of a record that says, okay, that was just obviously a brain fart. He's better now. He is sorry, and now going forward, this is what's going to happen. And again, he no judgment, but he just wasn't thinking.
Right. Yes. Totally agree. We're on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's that for this episode. We'll be more prepared next time, hopefully.
Yes, with a battery that works and a SIM card that works.
Yes. Mommy, think of some stuff that you want to discuss, because you know there's 2 people in this video.
I get it, but okay, sure.
Because you know she's so excited, but then I'm like, what do you want to do? What are you gonna do? And she's like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, great, thanks.
Okay. Well, I'll think of something.
Okay, yes. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, share, blah, 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 that good stuff. Let us know your opinions on Trump. Actually, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No. Or do, and we just won't answer. There'll be no tweeting here.
Comment down below what other topics you want us to discuss, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.